Hello, sir. Once again, hello.
Yeah, hi. Hello.
Hi, sir. So let us build the audience for this live session, sir. So meanwhile, I'll just give you the background to all the audience and student those who have joined us till now. So hello, dear student. This is Professor Ravi Tiwari. I'll be hosting today's session with Mr. Utpal Chakrabarti. As you all know, last year GHRC started BTech program in artificial intelligence, and Utpal sir was part of the brainstorm. Provided very valuable inputs during that meeting. So, as you all aware of the current COVID-19 situation, and all of a sudden everything has come standstill, and in this uncertainty, we have to accept the fact that the industry, organization, education institutes, we are not ready for such situation. Except for few MNC IT firm in India, the work from home concept really doesn't exist, right? And especially we cannot imagine the education without education right from the home, right? So although everyone is trying their best, utilizing various available resources to continue what we have been doing, and as an educator, we have to look for various alternatives to bring knowledge to students, right? So here we are. We thought of let us use Instagram to bring together students and knowledge sources, and all of you are quite aware that Instagram lives are nowadays a big hit. So we today, as one of the knowledge sources from the field of artificial intelligence, we have Mr. Utpal Chakrabarti. So Utpal is the head of artificial intelligence and Yes Bank. He has authored several books on artificial intelligence as well. First of all, thank you so much, sir, to accept our invitation.
Thank you.
Utpal,
Yeah,
sir.
thank you. It's
Yeah.
pleasure. Yeah.
So we will be talking on the how AI can be used to prevent such future pandemic, right? So I'll be asking few questions to Utpal sir, and our live audience, students, they can also post question in between. I'll take few question from the students. So, Utpal sir, my first question to you is, we have been talking a lot about artificial intelligence, machine learning as future technologies, which will impact globally. So, sir, tell me, where did we go wrong in this current pandemic, COVID-19 pandemic, with artificial intelligence? Do you think that we failed to use AI to its best?
Okay. Well, I think first of all, it's just a very what do you call? It's a to be very honest, it's a great failure of the entire humanity to deal with such kind of a situation. Okay, because as we
Okay.
already know that in every 100 years there used to be some kind of a pandemic or some kind of this thing. So if you look at from the preparedness angle, the entire world is
Mm-hmm.
not prepared for such kind of a pandemic or such kind of a disease or even such kind of a biological hazard. So I'll talk about both the angles, the pandemic, the disease part of it, as well as the biological hazard that I mean I think the possibilities of that also cannot be denied. And
Yes, sir.
so in that way, or building any kind of drugs or any kind of vaccination.
Mm-hmm.
But another angle is how to basically control the disease, right? So, especially to control the disease, technology can play a great role. Uh, but this time, especially this time, although we have
Mm-hmm.
technologies which can be leveraged
Yes, sir.
to basically control such pandemics, but we don't have the tools to do that, because the technology is one part, but leveraging that technology, you also need to build tools for that specific purpose, right? So we were not prepared
Right,
with
right.
the
Yes.
tools which are required to deal with such kind of pandemics. So this is the case, at least for this time, which I can understand. Otherwise, uh, the situation could have been better controlled, and the what do you call uh, the the current scenario uh, in all the countries, be it in United States or in European countries, uh, mm, uh, it could have been we could have been in a much better position. Because I'll talk about a couple of things which is everybody knows basically. So technology especially can help us to know the spread of the disease, and how we can control that. So we have
Yes.
got the mobile technologies. We have got artificial intelligence. So when I say it is not only artificial intelligence, so it's a combination of all technologies, right? So if
Yes.
I mean, artificial
Yes. Yes.
intelligence alone will not be able to help. It is a combination of technologies. So adversities that we can see today can be controlled to a great extent if we can use technologies to basically contain the disease. So we can easily identify the chain of infection using effective technologies, but definitely for that we require the tools, availability of the tools, and if we can identify the chain and the force of infection and also the direction of infection, in which all areas it is moving and where all it is moving, we can easily basically break the chain. So it is more like in a map, I can see which are the infected areas, okay, which all persons, so I can drill down till which all persons are already infected or identified, who all are coming in contact with those persons. So I can look at in a map. So it is like a heat map. Okay, and my healthcare
Yes.
workers or my public health services can take real-time actions on those areas. So in that case, if you can identify those things in such a, so there are other factors also, like for that you need to have the testing facilities available, right? So that's why
Yes. Yes.
somewhere I think in LinkedIn or somewhere I said, like testing, portable and affordable testing kits are very, very essential. So to control such diseases, so
Okay.
if we have enough number of portable and affordable testing kits, then we can control this disease in a very quick manner. So just think of a hypothetical scenario. Okay, so it's a hypothetical scenario. Just imagine. So if we have the COVID-19 testing kit in each of our mobile phones, right? We can control this
Yes.
disease in just 10 days. Okay, so such an important
Yes.
role it plays, because it is only because that 14 days of incubation period that this disease has. So, and
That
the
is
less
right.
availability of any kind of testing devices, the device is spreading in such a manner, because you don't know whether you are infected or not. Okay, until
Yes.
and unless the symptoms has been shown in your body. So that's those kind of things definitely we can build, because there are many companies, they have tried many kind of methods. In China, one of the startups, I think they have tried using deep learning algorithms to detect
Yes.
corona positive from the CT scan or MRI report. Even somebody has gone till the normal X-ray kind of thing, and the accuracy was quite good, because they were claiming that it went up to 96% of accuracy. With the scan only, they can identify that. So doing that scan takes hardly half an hour kind of a time, right? But the normal COVID testing, if you look at, so it takes a lot of time for. So if we can
Okay.
employ those kind of tools,
So
so easily we can do that. Similarly,
yes.
another company, I think in Singapore, they have tried this portable devices. But unfortunately, as
Okay.
those were not, well tested kind of thing, so still not circulated in public. But that's what I say. It's like if we have all kind
Mm-hmm.
of tools available, right? We can definitely at least
Mm-hmm.
with real
So,
time we can identify and we can do that. Yeah.
so I had just this thought came to my mind that do you think that we all the AI researchers and all the machine learning practitioners they never thought of that like AI can be used for to control such pandemic, or do you think that is there any past study where which says that how AI can be used to control pandemic? Not means not afterward after this corona situation, the past study.
Yeah.
Is there any past study?
Yeah, so I'm not aware about any past study has been done or something like that, but this is my personal view.
Mhm,
Like after looking into different,
mhm,
the news, those are coming from, or the authentic news basically
mhm.
coming from the authentic sources and also different research papers published and all this thing. So actually this, the preparedness was not there or nobody thought of this kind of a thing. Okay.
Okay, yes.
So number one,
Yeah, right,
right,
right.
and
Yeah.
although we have got some time, but number one, somehow the severity of this particular disease has been downplayed, okay, by China government authorities
Mhm.
and WHO, okay, and everybody is accepting that today. It
Yes.
is not only myself, even the White House authorities are also saying the same thing that the severity and the criticality of the diseases has been downplayed by this. Now the angle is see in terms of preparedness for
Mm.
a disease like COVID-19 or a pandemic like COVID-19, and preparedness for a biological warfare or a biological hazard
Ah.
is almost the same. There is hardly any difference. Okay, so now many countries we came to
So,
know.
so you're trying to say that AI alone cannot do that.
Yeah, definitely
Means
it is
it's a, like a combination of technology.
absolutely it is a combination of technologies that should come together
Yeah.
and do it. What AI can help is
Yeah. Right.
what AI can help is in many cases, like in a simulated environment. Okay, if you run such kind of studies,
Hmm.
AI can tell you in a current scenario, okay, what is going to be the spread of the
Okay.
disease and how you can control it, so that
Great.
you can basically arrest the adversities of the disease, right? So all kind of predictions AI can do.
Hmm.
Now there are a lot of other AI applications also. So most of the medical equipment, okay, are AI powered. Then drones and all
Hmm.
other things are all AI powered. So they are doing all surveillance kind of activities. They are also doing a lot of disinfectants, and robots are going into the critical care, wherein the chances of infection to your healthcare providers are reduced using robots. So those things, there are many applications kind of thing. But where AI can help is
Okay.
basically just to know how the disease is basically progressing into different areas, infecting different people, and how you can control. So AI will help you in decision making, the critical decision making, or the
Yes.
strategies that you can build to fight against such kind of pandemic.
Then.
So that is
Yeah.
very, very crucial part. Now there are other areas also, like in
Yes.
case of drug research and the vaccine development, AI can play a great role because again to understand the genome sequence, okay, the genomics of the sequence, genome sequence of the virus, AI can play a great role, and it is already playing. So many of the researchers
Great
are
role.
they are working
Okay.
on that way. Okay, so that will help again
Yes.
developing any kind of drugs, okay, and also developing any kind of vaccines for that. So already AI is playing a major role on those areas. But those are all postmodern kind of a thing, right? So once something happens and then you start
Yes.
doing
Right. Right.
doing that. But what I see is
Yeah.
why we can't control a pandemic in a local level when it is only an epidemic. Okay, so when it is only a small
Epidemic. Okay.
epidemic, why
Yes.
we can control that? Because see, there is one Canadian farm, I think, what is the name of that? So they have already forecasted, okay, the COVID-19 situation well in advance in the month of November only, or in the month of early December only,
Okay.
and they have informed China
Okay.
government as well as WHO that this pandemic, which has started in the region of Wuhan, can spread to the entire world. And how they have done it, they have only
Okay.
collected the different news sources, local news sources, the different medical journal data, and different other data which are publicly available to them, and they have processed that data using AI algorithms. Okay, and they have forecasted
Okay.
that the flu-like or basically what do you call the pneumonia-like
So
disease that has started in the
situation.
Wuhan, that can take a epidemic
Okay.
and
So.
pandemic form, and they have forecasted long back. And also another interesting fact, they have also told which all countries it can spread faster, and how it will impact other countries. How they have done it? Only by processing and analyzing the flight ticket booking data from Wuhan to other places. Okay, so they have already done
Okay.
that Canadian farm. I'll tell you the name of the farm also. I forgot. So I think it is there. So they have already done it, and they have done a brilliant thing. But somehow this has been underplayed by
They
yeah.
there is a comment by one student Kalpesh Jain. He's saying, is that the company name Blue Dot?
Yes, that's Blue Dot. Correct. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Blue Dot
Yes.
has Blue Dot
Yeah.
has
So
done that.
so you can thank Kalpesh. There is a student of
Yeah.
our
Thank Kalpesh.
Kalpesh Jain. He has
Yes.
commented.
True.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So there is one more question from one of the students. He said that every UN and also WHO, they are appreciating India in this current situation in containing the virus, and he's saying that whether Indian government is really using the AI and data science, or is it the other techniques which has been doing good job for India.
No. Of course.
So like in other words,
Yeah.
yeah. So in other words, so whether Indian government is using AI and data science in this current situation, and how effective it is.
Yeah, absolutely. Because see, this government is a technology-heavy government. So what I have seen
Yes.
till this government has come into position, they really embrace new technologies. They really appreciate any advancement in the technological field. So definitely they are using a lot of things, and India has done a brilliant job till now. Okay. Because the decision, so here the decision plays a major role, right? The decisions that has been taken by the Indian government for early lockdown and different kind of screening and building different COVID hospitals for COVID-19, and the health care providers, how they have been empowered with different tools and techniques to fight with these things. Even the police
Yes.
forces are commendable. Okay, so no doubt about it. And definitely these
Yes.
governments,
Right. Right.
they use AI and all this. So as I told you again and again, I mean the same thing. The major role that AI can play immediately, okay, for any kind of this situation is in your decision making. So you can use in a simple manner,
Right.
you can use advanced analytics. Okay, so everyone is using advanced analytics today,
Right. Right.
and they are predicting that if we cannot control it
And
this way, then this will go to this extent and all those things. And these things helps a great
yes.
extent to the decision making part of it. So now we will see India government, they are also already using. They will find out which of the states or which of the areas or even in the district level they can
And,
give the relaxation. And
and
now
sir,
how they will be able to give
yeah.
that? This is all churning out the data, having that analysis and all those things, and they can give the relaxation
Nice.
that these areas are green zone, so we can relax the lockdown and
Green.
kind of thing. So
Yes.
definitely we are using
Yeah.
AI kind of techniques here.
And sir, very interestingly, India is considered still as a developing nation, and all those developed nation, they fail to use technology. Whereas India, like you also might be aware of that Arogya Setu, that app has reached to the 50 million downloads in the quickest time on Play Store. So using the Aruk Setu application and tackling every patient's data and keeping monitor how that patient has been contented. So everything the government is doing so beautifully, and I don't think in any other country has used technology to contain coronavirus other other than China.
No, they have used. It's not like that they have not used. They have used. But yeah, definitely
Mm-hmm.
the government of India. Okay, so we are
Mm-hmm.
hugely populated and huge. I mean, thickly populated country also.
Yes, right.
Okay, so the entire
Yeah.
world they have thought like if it goes to India, then it is going to be a
Mm-hmm.
genocide kind of a thing, right? But somehow
Yes, right, right.
the government has done a brilliant job to contain it. Coming to Arogya Setu app, it is a brilliant app, definitely, but there could be much more advancement in that app also. Why I'm saying?
Yes.
Because
Mm-hmm.
it's not only that app, any kind of thing. So definitely we can build
Mm-hmm.
apps wherein real time you can check your what do you call the risks of any kind of infection. Okay, and that is not only by taking
Okay.
question answers, but looking at the I mean, where you
Mm-hmm.
are located, your travel history, and all those things. This could be real time. So now whatever we are getting is to some extent it is correct, right? I mean, to some extent
Okay.
it is reliable. Okay, but it could be much better because if
Mm-hmm.
we can tie up with our mobile service providers, we can definitely build applications wherein without asking me any questions, it can automatically know my travel history.
Mm-hmm.
It can automatically know which all places I have visited in last 14 days or something like that,
Okay.
and automatically give me
Mm-hmm.
my vulnerability for having infected or risks of infection kind of thing. That can easily be built. Okay, so that's what I told. Like
Mm-hmm.
we had all kind of technologies available, but unfortunately the tools were not available, or somehow we were not been able to
Okay.
apprehend or comprehend this kind of scenario. So yeah, but overall,
Okay.
I mean,
So
Karek Bhushati is a great initiative. Okay, and a lot of people are getting help from that. And Indian government has done brilliant thing to control. We should
brilliant.
thank we should
Yes,
thank our
yes, sir.
government. Yeah.
Yes, sir. And so now very important question. Everyone is talking about this. Like, how do you see the post COVID-19 scenario when everything goes back to the normalcy? How things are going to change, especially with the societal and the consumer behavior?
Yeah.
Like I myself, yeah, I myself is looking after the incubation center of our college. So many startups they are asking me, sir, whether we are going to survive or not, and what we should do. So that's a very interesting question.
Yeah. So again, somewhere I have mentioned hashtag globalization redefined, hashtag uh,
Mm-hmm.
global economy redefined, hashtag uh,
Mm-hmm.
humanity redefined. So and that
Yes.
hashtag technological advancement redefined. So I think
Uh-huh.
COVID-19 is going to redefine almost all the things that we have been talking till now. So definitely there is going to be
Mm.
a great change because the way we have been thinking uh, of our global economy, of our lifestyle, of our technological advancements and everything is going to change to a great extent. Uh, because the priorities are going to be changed. So I'll give you some small examples because there could be many changes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Scenarios right now,
I guess.
but
Yeah.
uh, so medical science, healthcare and medical science is going to get a huge focus. And I have already told
Yes.
in my Twitter handle and there that the startups, okay, in India and many other countries who are basically struggling and who are in the medical science area, doing different kind of building different kind of applications and products and medical science, they are struggling for what do you call funding and all. So now they will get the most focus. They'll get a huge focus, and people will be happy to invest on those kind of
Yeah.
startups and those kind of things. So the medical system is going to be transformed like anything. Okay, after COVID-19, and that should happen.
Yes.
Okay, that should happen. That should have happened.
And even pharmaceutical sector also.
Absolutely, it includes everything. Dark research.
Yes.
It includes all kind of genetic engineering. It includes everything. Okay, so that is going to that is going
Yes,
to be
yes.
transformed like anything. Second thing, the way we work. Okay, that is going to change. So now it has been proved that
Yes.
I mean physical presence in many of the professions or many of the services is not required. Rather, we can do things better probably working remotely. So may not be work from home. Okay, definitely work from home concept is there, but working remotely is been completely proved by COVID-19 that we can work remotely with the same level of productivity, with same level of collaboration and all those things. This is possible. And more and more companies will go towards that. So that is for sure. So that is going to change.
Yes. Yes.
And now there is a big thing that will come that I am thinking, the globalization that we think the way it should be. Okay, so that is definitely
Yes,
going
right.
to change. So these are some of the change that we are expecting, but we don't know. I mean, how many much more changes may come in this field. Yeah.
Yeah, yes, sir, right, sir. And sir, the last question, will the current uncertainty change or divert the path of technology growth, or will it remain the same? Like we all been talking about so many future technologies like robotics, augmented reality, virtual reality, and so many things. So do you think that the path on which we are talking about the technological growth, so is it going to change or in some way divert, or will it remain the same?
See, if we go back to the history, okay, so after each such kind of a what do you call, you can say it may be a pandemic, it could be any kind of disaster, it could be any kind of crisis
Yes.
worldwide. After that, humanity has grown in its full potential. Okay, so it will come back in
Okay.
its full potential. So because there are a lot of learnings in this crisis, right? So whenever we encounter any kind of crisis, we learn a lot of things, and we come back with double force. Correct? So definitely technology is going to get a huge focus. Okay, already there is a huge focus on the technology. It will be much more after COVID-19 once we come. Now the direction in which we are thinking, or the technologies that which we are thinking, that may change. Definitely that may change. Okay,
Yes,
that
yes.
may definitely change because the focus maybe developing applications in a different way, developing solutions in a different way, leveraging technologies in different areas, in different sectors. So that may change a little bit, but the technology focus on the technology, it is going to increase. It is not going to decrease for sure.
Right, right. So there is a question from one of the student, Ashish. He is saying that is there government working for pandemic using biotech with the help of AI for antibody or vaccine production? If you can answer this.
So I am not very sure what are the different developments that are happening on this area because now it is like only whatever news that you are getting, I am also getting the same news in the televisions or
Yes,
in the
yes, yes, sir.
digital media. But definitely people are trying in different areas. So I think, see, already we have got, I mean, if you look at our genetic engineering or our biotechnology, it is already advanced in a great way, right? So we have got like CRISPR kind of technologies wherein we can do gene editing, okay, and all those things, and genetic targeting kind of technologies are there. And different kind of technologies are already available, and people are trying their level best to understand the genome. So it is very essential for any kind of new virus coming into picture to understand the genome structure, genomic structure, and to see what all things can be done and how it is going to be done. Because these are transforming, right? Every time these are again mutating.
Yes.
Okay, so and each time it is mutating, it is taking different characteristics. Okay, so it is very difficult to predict those
Yes, sir.
characteristics. So your treatment and your everything is going to change, basically depending on how the virus is changing, right? So that is very very important. And
Yes,
definitely
sir.
our government and the researchers across the world, they are working in war footstepping. Okay, so that's for sure. People are, because this is a global crisis and everyone is facing. So think of the scenarios like 37,000 people has already 37,000 people have died in US. Okay, right? We don't know how much in China and all other Italy and all other countries. Okay, and these are all developed countries and there are many brilliant scientists who are working there in their labs and all. So they are all are trying, but I mean, we are hoping that we'll get a solution very very quickly. So there are already some developments happened. So some of the drugs they have applied. So last time I got a news like in UK, 500 people has been given a drug. Okay, and we just shown a very great result. Okay, but the only problem is, as I told you, that this particular virus is very, very peculiar kind of a virus. It is changing very frequently. Okay, so that's why you don't
Very
know how
frequently,
it is
yes.
going to change its characteristics. But definitely something will come up, and I'm hoping and praying God that we'll get a control over the situation very soon.
Thank you so much, sir. I guess we are almost 30 minutes for this session, and we have no more question from the student side, and all the question from my end is also done. Like I just wanted to make one more comment. There's a Department of Science and Technology (DST). They are funding huge to all the biomedical startups, like especially the from the Pune, the Venture Center. There are so many startups from Venture Center who is working good for this situation.
Yeah, absolutely. No, they
Like
should.
since I am associated with yeah,
They
yeah.
should.
So
They should.
the DST has given them a lot of fund to all these biomedical startups.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's a great
So
initiative, in fact, because I am also connected with a lot of startups in India as well as outside, and I see these people are doing brilliant work, and those work should be appreciated.
very
They
good.
should be funded. Okay, because today we can see the importance of those kind of things. Even a small innovative thing may save the life of millions of people, right?
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. I hope you enjoyed interacting with us. This is the first time that we did such kind of session from our Instagram handle.
Thank you.
What's your take, or you, if you want to make any comment?
Thank you very much. Thank you for the initiative, and please keep on doing this kind of initiatives so that with different
Sure,
experts
sure.
from different areas in the industry,
Yes,
so
sir,
that
sir.
students will come to know, and also we can share our knowledge and all those things. So thank you very much, and thanks all who have joined the Instagram live handle. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, once again for joining us. Welcome. So I'll listen. Once again, thank you, sir. Bye.